Hey, did you know that ganache is French for jowl?
Did not know that.
Yes, I knew that.
I mean, I suspected.
Yes, Judy. All right, send him in. Anthony,
Hi,
how are you? Good to see you.
I'm fine.
How's Mary?
You mean Carol? I'm afraid Carol passed.
Well, you remember Nate. Stu.
There he is.
Hi.
Hi.
Good to see you, Anthony.
Good to see you.
Right, a man.
Thank you for having me.
See ya.
Take a seat. So,
So,
midnight train to Georgia.
you like it?
Yeah, why don't you give us a quick recap of it, get everyone's mind fresh, and we'll get going.
Well, what we've got is a young man. He's in the Navy. He's heading off to, lands far away. We can discover that later. But he finds that out. Within 24 hours, he's got to head out. And he wants to go see his girlfriend one last time. So what does he do? Hops a train. And he has this crazy adventure getting to his girlfriend.
A midnight train?
A midnight train to Georgia, which is the name of his girlfriend.
See.
And where she lives.
Right. Very nice.
Yeah.
Now, a couple of notes. We got a couple of notes for you. Little
That's
things.
fine.
We're here to help you sell it.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
So, first note. It's a romantic comedy kind of deal.
Yeah.
A little more romantic than comedy, right? We think maybe these characters have been put into the wrong genre. We feel that they're probably better suited to a different genre. Not a very different genre. Slightly different genre. We're not getting rid of the romance. We're not getting rid of the comedy.
Okay.
We're just making it a horror film.
What?
We're going to drop them into the middle of a serial killer plot.
Studies have shown that horror films make at least 13 to 15% more than romantic comedies. That's what it's all about, really.
Right.
And art. Art, too.
Yeah.
We're going to listen to me. We listen to you. Well, it's our turn, right?
Okay.
We don't like Georgia. Georgia's no good.
Yeah, Georgia. All right, Midnight Train to Georgia. It's a very catchy title. It's real nice for a romantic comedy. However, for the sort of horror movie that we're looking for, studies have shown that Georgia does not test well with the general populace.
It's not that political. I don't understand why
Hey,
it matters where it is.
Anthony, why don't you be polite? Let's do finish.
I understand what you're saying. I understand it's not about Georgia, but that's what we hear. That's what we understand. Okay, so Georgia's out. New York, though. New York's action. New York's hip. New York's trendy. That's what we want to go for, all right?
Big apple.
Yeah.
Sizable apple.
So it's still going to take place on the train. It's the subway. It's all going to take place in the middle of the night, midnight. See?
Okay.
It's the same movie.
It's
Okay.
about the human condition, It's still the same people, really. It's
Right.
just about what makes us who we are when we get cut up on a subway.
Right.
In New York at midnight.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's just it doesn't fit into what I've done.
Right. Well, that's why we're going to change the title. So, quick, simple solution.
Snakes on a Plane. Snakes on a Plane, right? I mean, huge hit, great hit for that studio. What works with that title is the nouns. You got snakes, plane. On a preposition, it's not big. It's not catchy, but snakes, plane, solid. So we're thinking, you got some great nouns in this script. You got midnight, you got train. Georgia, not so good. Proper noun makes people feel uncomfortable, a little lower class.
Yeah.
But midnight train.
Those are big keywords. Those are good buzzwords. Those are scary words.
It's
You
true.
see, and that's what's good for a horror.
It's what's scarier than being on a train at midnight? I'll tell you what. Being on a train where people get slashed up at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
See?
Hobos too. But
Right. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little brainstorming about what kind of a title we could have here. Now, we've all come up with a few ideas, and then we're just going to bounce. We're just going to bounce them off each other. We're going to see what we come up with. I think we're going to get something good out of this. Stu, you want to start us off?
Yeah, okay, so we got to think about what we have in the movie now. All right, so we want midnight, we want train. What else is involved? We've got a photographer, New York, maybe a knife. So maybe, I don't know, like a midnight knife train.
Midnight Picto train. People like the hyphen, you know.
Hyphens are big.
Yeah, yeah.
Midnight train photographer knife. Huh?
Okay, alright. Midnight train to photo stab death. Right?
Terror photo midnight train cut.
Like butcher night fest underground.
But you're changing
That-
everything.
well, that's why we got to change
Just
the
changing
title.
the title, man, baby. It's just the title.
Just brainstorm.
It's
Just
gonna
brainstorm.
all make
off the
sense
top of
once
our
we
head.
change the title, man. So listen. How about subterranean stab?
Coca-Cola presents Midnight / Bloodfest train mass transit New York subway car.
Exposure blood stab
That's
train at midnight.
Possum.
Awesome.
Midnight possum death. Train rail. Electrified third rail pain. Train.
No, wait.
Why not Here Come the Stabbing Train?
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
Maybe like nude train at nighttime with the death stabs.
With the many prepositions there.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
Stereophonic midnight super stab picto subway.
Midnight train stab kill underground.
Okay. I think we're getting a little off topic here. I think what we need to do now, what we need to focus on, is the real meat of this story. What is the meat of this story?
Well, I mean, it's the butcher. So you know you got the butcher cleaver train stab kill.
The butcher subway sandwich shop. Late night butcher sandwich shop. Subway.
Deli style man sandwich train killer on the third rail of doom.
Midnight meat train. Midnight meat train.
Alright, I gotta say something. I think you guys are out of your fucking minds, alright? I come in here with a nice romantic comedy story, and you're turning it into something where a guy's stabbing people on a train or taking pictures of some guy getting stabbed on a train, and you're calling it Midnight Meat Train? Are you out of your fucking minds? I come in with a nice thing, and you guys have some horror shit. What's with all the violence? I don't get it. And also, I think Midnight Meat Train is already a short story by Clive Barker, so you're out of luck there, fellas. Well...
Well, Anthony, thanks for coming in. It's been great talking to you. Thanks for the news on Clive Barker. That's good to know. And I'm very glad to hear that you're working forward on your Midnight Train to Georgia scene. That's very good. All right. Well, give your number to Judy. We'll have her call you 6 to 8 weeks. Maybe we'll get back together, have lunch, do lunch.
That's not a
We'll
promise.
do lunch.
Bye,
All right.
Anthony.
Hey,
So you
something
call
like
me
that.
about it?
Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks.
You have my phone
Stand by
number?
that phone, buddy.
Rough estimate though.
Stand by that phone.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you.
Thank you.
Good to talk to you. Nice guy. Judy, get me Clive Barker. Looks like I'm buying another boat.
Meat boat.
We'll see about that. Midnight meat train on a plane.
With snakes.
Mm,
Overdone. You're right.
snakes are meat.
Meat.
Yeah, let's go with it.
A form of meat.
Green light.